Hi, and welcome to Tuesdays with Tom. Today's topic is the word focused. Most of these lessons can be found in Squeezed at tompabin.com. I hope that this is an opportunity to move your life forward, that you're going to hear some kind of nugget, some type of phrase, something. So that's the challenge for today. If you get that nugget and it moves your life forward, I asked you to like this YouTube page, share it, and subscribe as we do these Tuesdays with Tom. Today's message is about the word focus, right? It took an incredible amount of focus over basically about 25 years to build a nationwide company, a nationwide entrepreneur 500, franchise 500 company. And I sold that in 2022. But those 25 years previously was just an exercise in focus. Those focus times were basically part of what we sometimes refer to, or what I like to refer to as our own personal ICUs. So the ICU is probably not a positive term in your life. ICU, though, for us means it's basically intentional. That's what you want to start with, the word intentional. I bet you're intentional about your vacation, your last vacation you went on, maybe the one that's coming up. It's often said that we spend more time planning our vacation each year than we do planning for our retirement. So think about that time and effort and energy you put into your vacation. Or how about your next company convention? Or maybe it's a party, a holiday party, a birthday party, a surprise party, a graduation party, right? Some type of party you had in your life. Or maybe you're the type of family that has really an intentional time to eat, that you eat at 6 o'clock at night. Or you have certain times, right, that you eat like a lunch time at work. So maybe it's always at noon, probably pretty intentional, right? When I was younger in my family, my wife and I would have date night, right? An intentional time to schedule some time away. So get the babysitter for the kids, right? And have some time with my wife. And maybe a lot of us experience an intentional time on Sundays at church. So, what can you add to the intentionality of your life? If you're in business or you're in some type of career, that's probably some type of new skill that you need to develop. Maybe that's AI. Maybe that's something that's really been missing to take your life to the next level. So that's the challenge. What's most important in your life and your family and in your career, and move those two things forward with intentionality. As Oprah said, it's always about the next logical step, right? How and where are you going to take that step? Through a skill or through, again, a next level. If you're in business, maybe you're a $10,000 business a month, $20,000 business, and you want to take it to 25 or 30 or $40,000 a month type of revenue type of business. What's it going to take to get there? Some intentional effort. So the I, or in the ICU, is the word intentional. How about concentration? There's an old quote out there that says the man or the woman that can concentrate on one thing for 30 seconds is the person that would be able to rule the world. Now, I don't know about you. Sometimes even at church, I have a hard time concentrating and I hear the reading and I lose it. Or something, a conversation I have. So practicing your concentration is all part of your focus. When I was young, I used to love watching those videos of the people that would concentrate on a fork and right and bend that fork. I don't know if that was really real or not. It seemed real, but it took a massive amount of concentration, right, to be able to kind of bend that fork. And so, what's the difference, right? What's the difference between a light in your room you're experiencing right now and a laser beam? That laser beam is probably what, 1,000% or 1,000 times more focused, more concentrated. And so in doing that, right, you come up with and you can cut through anything. So when it comes to concentration, it comes with Avoid the noise, right? So let's just start with 1 minute today. What's one thing that will bring a smile to your face that you would like to concentrate on today? A big event coming up, something you want to do with your kids, something you want to do with maybe it's something at work. Turn that 1 minute into 5 minutes. And then there's a lot to be said about, right, people that do meditation, right? They meditate on these things, have a clearer mind. And so really the fruit of being intentional, right, is kind of being specific, kind of knowing what you're doing. Concentration is going to even do that, hopefully 1,000 times better. So the fruit of concentration is clarity, is having more power, right? You would actually do things more and better instead of being so scattered, again, like our light in our room. And I bet if you had that concentration on certain things, there hopefully would be a humbleness to kind of see where you are and where you can be as far as that goes. I for intentional, C for concentration, and the U in ICU is understanding, right? 3 learning styles in our lives for students. And by the way, we're all students, right? Are you learning more about AI or are you avoiding it? We're all students. We all need to be lifetime learners. Maybe it's this next stage of your life, right, that you need to have a better understanding about. So you could memorize things and probably forget them the next week or the next month. Memorization never really works. You can have a learning, and that learning is going to stick with you, right? Somewhat, kind of like driving a car. Sometimes you'll not drive a car and you'll be on vacation for a couple of weeks and it comes back to you quickly, as they say. It's like riding a bike. It comes back to you quickly. Or how about complete understanding? When I was young, I touched a hot stove once. Never touched it again. I had an understanding, right, through an emotional intensity of that experience, that not to touch that stove. That's why in the book Squeezed, right, we talk about feeling the pressure and also finding your purpose. So understanding becomes awareness, right? Awareness of your life. And so what are those whispers that are being told to you? What's the bank of the universe? What's the higher power telling you, right, in your life? It's probably, hopefully, some clarity on a calling or where you need to be or who you need to be with, right? Also, when there's an awareness, right, awareness is evaluation in work or in your business. How are you evaluating your day, your week, your month? I do meet with a group of people every first day of the month. We evaluate our months in the different categories that we want to, right? Personal, financial, skills we're learning, right? Spiritual, faith, fitness, finance, right? All these different types of kind of those F areas in our lives, our F goals, right? But intentional, and we've been doing it for years. And it moves my life forward because of the understanding of awareness of what's happening. But the intentional effort, the concentrated time that we spend during that hour to have that understanding. So what in your life do you need to be more aware of? Right? That focus will provide for you a fruit that's going to be amazing because it's going to move your life forward. Right? When to be afraid of something is common sense. What to be afraid of is wisdom. And maybe focus is what to be a little bit afraid of today, or the lack thereof focus, of intentionality, of concentration, and understanding your ICU. If you do that and have that focus, you'll move your life forward. You'll be a better person. And if I can help you be a better person at home, then you're going to be a better person in your career and at work, and we'll be able to build businesses. That was my leadership style. And I hope today, whoever you're leading, your kids, your family, somebody in your work, your life, your neighborhood, your church, that you'll lead them forward through the power of focus.